The champagne glass felt warm in my hand, not from the drink, but the tightness of my grip. I wasn't here to celebrate. I came to witness an ending. Her brother leaned in, breath heavy with alcohol, smirking like a man who thinks has won a war he never had to fight. "Why are you even here?" he spat. "She's with a real man now." Laughter spilled from their side like a shallow tide, mocking, fingers pointed, smiles twisted. I stayed silent, staring past them at her white dress, the same shade she wore the day she married me, 10 years ago. But this time, that smile wasn't mine to cherish. And that was fine, because tonight wasn't about her smile anymore. Then I felt it, a gentle tug at my sleeve. My son, 8 years old. My blood. "Dad," he whispered, voice shaky. "We have to leave. Something bad is coming. Trust me." I didn't question him. I've learned to trust instincts when there's nothing to gain from deceit. We moved toward the exit, and then it happened. Betrayal never hits all at once. It creeps in, slow, a drip, a stain, a rut you hope to erase. I met her when I was 22. She made life vibrant. She laughed like nothing could hurt her. I believed in her like a drowning man believes in air. For years, I built her dreams as if they were my own. The business she launched by chance, I financed it. The home she said we deserved, I worked overtime for it. When she cried about feeling invisible, I made her feel enormous. I never saw when she started making me feel small. The truth came in pieces, missed calls, hushed voices silencing when I entered. Her phone locked for the first time in years. Then one night, everything clicked. I walked into the living room to find her on the couch, back to me, speaking softly. Her voice was gentler than it had been in months. She laughed, the kind she used to say for our best times. A man's voice came through the speaker. Her business partner, the brother she always defended. I didn't confront her then. Anger is a blunt tool. I needed precision. I started small, pulled financial records, quietly withdrew from joint accounts, moved funds into a secret one she never knew about, changed passwords, updated my will. Then I dug deeper, mismatched invoices, expenses under fake names. Every file I copied, I hid on a drive in my office safe. I waited, because timing isn't just important in revenge. It's everything. The divorce was her plan. She expected me to break, to fight over everything. House, money, custody. But I agreed. Too easily. Let her believe she'd won. 2 weeks later, I filed anonymous reports with tax authorities, sending them copies of her falsified invoices, fake vendors, the ones funneling money to her lover's bank account. Her business assets were frozen within a month. She never connected it to me, blamed bad luck. And now, I was at her wedding to him, invited no doubt to witness their supposed victory. When my son tugged at my sleeve, I thought it was just the night's cruelty weighing on him. Then a sharp voice pierced the reception hall, angry, loud, from outside the ballroom doors. The doors burst open. 2 officers entered. The room stopped breathing. Her new husband froze, fork mid-air, cake dripping. "Mr. Carter Mason," one officer called. His eyes flicked to my ex-wife. Her face went from confusion to fear, then sharp panic. "You're under arrest for fraud, tax evasion, and money laundering," the officer declared. "You have the right to remain silent." Gasps filled the air. Phones rose. Whispers turned to speculation. Words like embezzlement and prison hanging in the thick silence. She stood alone, the bride abandoned, her dress suddenly heavy. What she never knew, what he never suspected, was that forged invoices and fake vendors leave permanent traces. All it takes is someone with access, patience, and a quiet motive. I never forged a document, but I made sure the right eyes saw the right files at the right time. And the man she left me for? He signed most of them. Outside, the cool night air settled around us. My son looked up uncertain. "Was that the bad thing?" he asked. "Yes," I said, "but not for us." She called a week later, voice thin and stretched tight. She never asked if I was behind it. Maybe she didn't want to know. She said, "They're auditing me now. I might lose everything." I let silence answer. I never told her I'd secured our son's future long before the divorce, an account she never knew about, with enough for his education, his life, his needs. Every step I took wasn't just to watch her fall. It was to protect him from ever being at her mercy. People think revenge is rage. It's not. Rage burns too hot and blinds you. True revenge is cold, patient, precise. You cut so clean, they don't notice until they are bleeding out. As for me, I sleep soundly. I didn't build the trap, they built it themselves. I only flipped the switch and let the world see. And if she wonders why I came to that wedding, simple. Every story deserves an ending. I wanted the best seat in the house.